here, and we are going to have a look at Google Scholar. So this is basically designed for those of you who are looking at how to find some literature and not quite sure where to start when using Google Scholar. So first of all, let's go into our Google Scholar search, and we're going to look up leadership styles. So we're imagining that we've been given an essay on leadership styles to write, and this is what we would bring up. So here we go. We have all these different articles that have come up, and I want to make sure that we can actually find something that's a little bit more current. So some of these are 2014, 2005, 2001. So over here I can actually custom the range, and I can make it from, say, 2000, and we'll go from 2019 through to 2022. I can search. It's going to bring up 17,000 results, and you can see some of the titles that would be relevant to topics. It's a lot more. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to go from since 2021. And I'm having a look at different articles that we want to see. Let's have a look and see if there's anything that's relevant to what we're looking at. I would go through. Okay, now I might be looking at one that's talking about leadership styles and the effect on employees' innovative work behaviour. So I might think this is one that we'll have a look at. So we will use this as our example. So it's from 2021. It's from Management Science. It does have a PDF attached, and I'm associated with the library, so it tells me that I can actually find it at the JCU library as well. So let's have a look at what some of these buttons are down here, what some of these features are. So first of all, Cite. If we click on this, we can see the information that it will bring up for the different types of referencing styles. Now we're going to concentrate on the APA 7 style. So this is the information that we will need. So we have the authors all listed with their last name and their initial. We have the year of publication, the title, upper and lower case, so it's only a capital for the first word. The rest of them should be lowercase. Have a full stop placed after that. We have Management Science letters, so that's the name of the journal. So it's got a capital M, capital S, and a capital L. And the volume number is also in italics. The issue is within brackets, followed by a comma, and we have the page numbers 239 to 246 without the letter P next to it. So we only see that here when we're using the Harvard style. It doesn't have semicolons, such as the Vancouver style. So for the APA, this is the information we need. And on the reference list, it would actually be produced with an indent from the second line on. Okay, we'll close that. So the other part that we're going to look at is the cited by. So what this does is it tells me who has built or who has cited on this article, cited this article in their particular paper. So we'll open it up, and now we can see all these other articles. So from 2021, 2021, 2021, 2022. So we're getting current literature that is referred to our previous article and may be relevant to our topic. Okay, and we're down to 45. Let's just go back again. Okay, so the next feature is related articles. So not necessarily citing this particular article, but on a similar topic. So if we click that, we have related articles. We can see the 63 results, and we have all these listed. Different ones, and some of them have got PDFs. Talking about organizational performance, so I would probably download a few of those as well. Okay. Let's go back to our search. Now the other thing that's interesting is, I'll just quickly show you all 9 versions. I don't use this very often, but it just shows you the different versions of that article. Okay, but in here it's got import to BibTeX. Now I'm going to be using EndNote, so I don't want it to import to BibTeX, I want it to import to EndNote. So I go up to the top, and I go to what they call the hamburger at the 3 lines, and click, then go to Settings, and I'm going to change this to EndNote, and click Save. Now what that does is you can see it now says import to EndNote after each one. So going back to the article that we're looking at, which is this one, I'm going to import it into EndNote, and you'll see it's now gone into my download section. and I can drag that into my EndNote library, which I will show you in the next video. If you're not using EndNote, that's fine, you don't need to do that. Now some browsers will actually download it directly into EndNote, depending sometimes on whether you're using a PC or a Mac and the browser. But for this, I'm using Safari and it's put it into my downloads. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video in a second, but just briefly, when we go into Google Scholar, we've got parameters in terms of time that we can look at. We have our cite, so we can see what information is going to come up. We've got people who've cited on that, authors who've cited that particular article. We've got related articles, the version types, and we can import, and that's the HTML if we want to look at it there. And we can download the PDF. And if I want to download it, there we go. Okay, and I would download that into my computer. So I'm going to stop the video there and we'll come back and look at it in the EndNote library. Thank you.